So Bob Coppage, CEO, Grand Poobah, Simplex IT, and this is the January Rant and Review for 2026. But we're going to start things a little bit differently. Instead, we're going to start by talking what's coming down the pipe. And we've actually got two things going on, and one in February, one in March, that I think you're going to be interested in. One is we're bringing webinars back, and you're going to see 3 or 4 webinars throughout the year. And our first one is going to be on February 25th, and it is on practical AI for real businesses, first steps. I want to be clear. If you're looking for technical deep dives or promises or pie in the sky stuff about AI, this is not going to be it. Instead, what we're going to talk about is a real world methodology for implementing AI for your small, medium businesses organization. And whether you're talking about it from a CEO standpoint or from an internal IT standpoint, we're going to create it in such a way this is scalable, this is demonstrable, and it's going to be focused on risk and opportunity for your organization, not the whiz-bang stuff on AI. So there's be a link here or down in the comments. It's a good webinar. Check it out. The second is our first of, again, 3 or 4 in-person events, going to be on March 26th here at Stowe at Simplex IT Worldwide Headquarters. And this is going to be a brand new event that we put together, the hidden costs of good enough IT. And I want to be clear, this is going to be focused primarily for business owners, top management, and we're going to talk about the value that IT brings to your organization, not the tools or technology or what we do to make it happen. But we're really going to talk about that value proposition. And I think we've got a method that's going to be really good at how do we make your organization produce your goods and services better, more secure, and better customer satisfaction to your clients through the use of IT. This is a brand new concept we've put together, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. So check that one out. Again, link in the comments, no charge. So what else we got going on in January? Back to that. First is we've introduced, as we do every year, we always are looking to grow and to mature our offering to keep it in line with both the security and the productivity opportunities that the industry brings. Because, if you're doing the same thing you did 2 years ago, you're behind, right? So we created the model year program, and we're now implementing model year 26 to our clients. We're doing reviews and getting them signed up and then starting to implement. So that's been taking a lot of time, both December and January. And so far, the response has been pretty good. Also have had a lot of Microsoft meetings where I'm reviewing both the partner program as well as, so there's a lot of changes happening on Microsoft 365 on their licensing side. They're now starting to bundle because they're eager to get Copilot and a larger acceptance distribution, all that kind of fun stuff. And so there's bundling that are happening with like Business Premium and Copilot and the like. And there's also some special deals that are happening for organizations where between now and the end of March, there's going to be some good savings. And some of those savings will actually go beyond that. So if you're interested in learning more about that, or you'd like to review your current Microsoft licensing, 365, Azure, any of that stuff, Office 365, give me a holler, bobc@simplex-it.com, and let's talk about that. Happy to just do a review. Speaking of reviews, we also had our annual State of the Simplex IT World meeting where all of the employees got back here together, and again, the Worldwide Simplex IT headquarters, where we talked about 26, roughly speaking, good year, record revenues, decent profits, and we talked about what our goals and objectives are for 26. Part of which has to do with that, the webinar thing and the in-person event we were just talking about. So a lot of good stuff that's going to happen. And again, I'm going to be focusing a lot on building better networking paths and better cooperation, co-opetition as I often call it, with partners throughout Northeast Ohio. So that's going to continue going on. One of the other things is I'm getting more involved with the Akron-Canton Advocacy Alliance, which is essentially to help make sure that the folks that are down at the State House in Columbus are all well aligned with what businesses and organizations are looking for in Akron and Canton. It's part of my membership with the Greater Akron Chamber. They had their first meeting in January, and now I'm going to be going part of the folks who are going down to the State House later in February to talk about what matters, including things like the tech training program that is kind of a little bit on hold. that we need to get a better handle for what's going on in that. But not just the local stuff. Also, I'm still involved with GTIA, which is the offshoot of CompTIA. And I'm a champion for that group and happy to do those things and get involved with it. And they've got essentially their Alliance meeting that's coming up in March that I'm going to be heading and doing a little bit of volunteering for that. So that's cool. Here's a link for that event as well. That's pretty good. Um, a couple other things. Again, GCP, Greater Cleveland Partnership. I can't tell you how much fun I've had with the networking events. I shouldn't say fun, really, because they're making a lot of good connections and meeting a lot of interesting people, not just in the IT side. In fact, some in the IT side, but a lot of it on the outside is just general business and all of that kind of fun stuff. The All in Leadership program that was about a week or so ago, that was at the Allen Theater. And I got there a little bit early and able to walk through the Allen Theater with almost nobody there and check out some cool places. That was really neat. Didn't expect to be able to do that, but that was cool. And they also hosted the Cleveland AI and Data Group meeting at GCP offices also in January. And if you want, take a look. I think they're on Meetup. Take a look at what Cleveland AI and Data Group is doing. They're one of the best AI specific groups, and it's all learning. It is all sharing experiences and knowledge and all that, which I love that sort of stuff. And so that's going on. And on a personal note, I got to go down to the Natural History Museum and hear Ira Flato, who's the NPR science correspondent and Science Friday for years. I got to hear him talk, which was great, talking about how do we get people more involved and more interested in science. And from my standpoint, that is so parallel with how do we get people more interested in IT above and beyond the whiz bang stuff. So a lot of it he was talking about as far as communication and storytelling and all that really resonated from some of the challenges that I think people in IT have for getting people to understand and appreciate and value IT. So that was cool. And also the next week, actually just past weekend, I was down at the Great Lakes Science Center and saw their Astronomica, which was in the Dome Theater. And that was actually a pretty nice event as well. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on in the future. That's what happened in January. Again, buyer's journey, we're really focusing in on communicating that more effectively. Model Year 26 is one of the ways that we try to make sure that our services are constantly evolving and constantly expanding, but appropriate to what businesses need to have, both in terms of risk management and productivity improvements and opportunities. Love to talk to you about any of those topics or really anything else because I'm kind of bored. No, not bored. Still love to talk to you. Bob C. at simplex-it.com. Let's talk. Let's meet. Check out the webinar and definitely come here to check out our events. Bye.